and I'm just gonna like leave it named new folder because I really don't care. Then we can go to the recording path, hit browse, go to my desktop, and look for the new folder. So it's right here. I'm gonna hit select folder, and the path should have gotten changed to this folder right here. So now that we've actually changed that recording path right here to that folder, all of the videos that I do end up recording on Streamlabs OBS will get saved in there unless I do end up changing that setting later in the future. Anyways, the next thing I want to mention is something that's not out yet, but I'm just saying it for future reference because I'm pretty positive that Streamlabs is going to end up adding the setting. But if they ever do end up adding a recording quality or an encoder setting like this one right here, but like in the recording area over here, what you should do if you have like a normal computer or like a lower end PC is go ahead and hit the select or hit the software X264 option. And what this will do is it will actually record your PC screen by encoding through your processor. The only issue is that it might slow down your PC a bit, but that's just how it has to go if you have an older end PC. But if you have like a newer end PC that has like an NVIDIA graphics card, then I highly recommend using the NVENC option because then it will actually use your graphics card to encode your recording instead. So since that feature isn't out right now, I wouldn't worry about it, but I just wanted to mention it in case you're watching this video like a few months in the future and they finally added it. So anyways, like I just said before, the only reason I mentioned that was just in case I end up changing up the software like later down the line, the video should still work later in the future. But anyways, let's move on from that and go into the recording quality. So the first thing that we want to change is we don't want to leave it as same as stream because we didn't even set up streaming settings to begin with. So I'm going to run you guys through these settings and you guys can pick whatever you want. I'm almost positive no one is ever going to pick lossless quality because the file sizes are just way too large for that and I don't even know if it's worth it. So what I personally do, because I know I have a pretty high-end PC, is that I use indistinguishable quality. The only downfall with that is that you will get like really good quality, but the file size is going to be a bit larger. So that's basically like what that means. And so if you have like a lower-end PC or an older computer, definitely just do the high quality option because that's the best one for you. Don't worry that yours is not gonna be the same as me. It's totally okay. But anyways, enough with that. Let's move on to the audio tab. So right here, you're gonna see a bunch of options and you're only gonna have to really work with 2 of them. Alright, that was kind of weird, but anyways, my recording just cut out for a bit, so I'm sorry about that inconvenience. But anyways, for the audio tab, the first thing that you want to do is change your desktop audio device 1 to wherever the sound goes to from your computer. So if you're wearing a pair of headset or like a pair of headphones like me, what you want to do is go ahead and select it from this drop down menu right here. I have a pretty weird name for my headset, but that's mainly just because the sound goes to my mix amp before it actually goes to my headset. So that's what I'm going to be picking, but in case you have like Turtle Beaches or Astros or Audio Technicas or whatever, you should see it somewhere in here, so just go ahead and click on that. Or even if you just use your speakers as your default like desktop audio device, go ahead and select that and you should be good to go. Most people are probably not going to have the same name for this, but the only thing I want you guys to do is just make sure you don't leave it on default. Definitely select it manually. But anyways, from there we